Hey everyone, and welcome to the Force Sports Podcast, where two idiots try to understand each other's passions of sports and Star Wars.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Force Sports. My name's Rob, and with me here is Josiah.
What's up, Rob? Having to do this all over again because I screwed up the first time we did it.
Yep. Yeah, we are. But anyways, we're going to start off by introducing everybody to the format of the show. So here's how it's going to run. Josiah loves Star Wars.
Yeah, I do.
And I know about Star Wars, but not as much as he does.
Right.
So I also love sports, and so basically we're going to explain to each other 2 to 3 topics of the world of Star Wars and sports.
Right.
I'll be bringing the sports stuff. Josiah will be doing the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's get started.
All right, first Star Wars stuff. Now, what we originally did the first time we recorded this
Let me stretch.
was Rogue One. We talked about the teaser trailer that came out. You hadn't watched it, and so we live watched it, reacted to it.
Yeah.
And
You thought it was less than impressive, my reaction.
yeah, you were just like, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so we can't do that again because I'm not going to fake that because that's stupid. So yeah, so again, Rogue One, the teaser trailer came out. I loved it. It was amazing. Perfect.
Really?
I loved everything in it. I want more. I want to see it. It comes out December 16th this year. And
Nice.
It's not episode 8. You're aware of that now.
Well, I knew it wasn't episode 8.
Right.
But
That's
at
right.
first I was like,
You didn't know
wait,
when it
what?
took place.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Right. So it's
Yeah.
after in between episode 3 and 4.
Right.
Closer to episode 4. Probably like weeks before episode 4. So yeah, the trailer was really cool. New characters, cool stuff. Female lead, she looks cool.
Yeah.
Everything's cool. I love the music. I love when the alarm started going off. Do you remember that? You probably don't remember it because I've watched it like 15 times.
No,
Like I said
I
the
don't
last
remember
time.
it.
You don't remember that?
No.
No.
If
well,
you want to watch it again, I can listen for the alarm, but
No,
no.
we don't have to. We already watched it.
We watched this too. It was
Yeah.
funny.
So yeah, the teaser trailer came out. It was great.
Yep.
Nothing more to say about that?
I mean, I enjoyed like the fact that there is going to be like a female lead because you don't see that often. I
Except
think
for the
that's
last Star Wars movie.
Yeah, yeah, kind of. Yeah, well, Star
A
Wars.
lot of people online were hating on the fact that it's another female
Well,
lead in a Star Wars
They're
movie.
doing that a lot now.
How
Have you seen the
stupid
new
is that?
Ghostbusters?
Right, but that's a
trailer?
totally different thing.
Yeah, but
This is like, they had a good character. It was a female. They made a female character. It wasn't, oh, we had this previously thing, and then it's like, oh, we let's make them all female. Which, it's fine. I don't care. A lot of people are stupid and hate that. It's fine. It's a movie.
Well,
Who
think
cares?
about Star Wars episode like 1, like from the Phantom Menace all the way to episode 6. You know, like where it's all about Luke and well, it's pretty much about Darth Vader, Luke, Anakin, all those guys. You know, they're all male, pretty much
They
leads. You know, so I mean,
They needed to
Yeah.
change it up a little bit.
so you change it up by adding all the female, and during the time you didn't really have a lot of female leads in there. I don't think really, but
Princess
It was-
Leia, but
yeah.
she was kind of like, she was the big 3, but she was the lesser of the 3.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad they're doing it. You know, I don't care about the gender as long as it's a good character. Give me a good character, fine. If it's a chick, cool. If it's a guy, cool. I don't care. As long as it's a good character. And from the looks of the trailer, she looks pretty cool. You know, she doesn't look like she's on the side of the Rebel or the side of the Empire. She's like almost like a bounty hunter for hire kind of thing.
She kind of looked like Rey, didn't she?
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that she might be Rey's mother.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't really have an opinion at this point. She could be.
I honestly
I like that actually.
I wanted to see more of Finn
Finn is in episode 7, so
in
he wouldn't be in the
episode 6.
trailer.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
he's
just
not-
wanted to like in 7 though.
Right. Well, there's so many characters, and you know it's hard to pack in all
Yeah.
those people. But
Yeah.
I'm sure the next movie he'll get more of a role, And
Yeah. And
Poe
Poe,
had
too.
less of a role
Yeah.
than Finn by far. Finn was in the movie quite a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I just really liked. I
You
wanted
want
to
to see like the solo adventures of
because
Finn.
I was curious because like, does he have like powers of the Force and all that stuff? Because
Right.
he's carrying the lightsaber most of the movie
Right.
until the end. Whenever, yeah, I want to see if he has the Force or not.
Right.
And
Yeah.
be interesting.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's like supposed to be like what's his name?
Don't say it.
No, he's supposed to be his son.
Lando Calrissian.
Yes,
no,
Lando's son.
No,
He's
not.
apparently.
They're not doing that. That is not a rumor. That's a false rumor that some idiot started.
Do you think it's
You
real?
can't. No, that's so ridiculous. They never
How's
did
it
that.
ridiculous?
So one of the only
like black guys.
black guys in Star Wars. Since this dude's black, we have to make him Lando. That's so stupid.
It
That's
makes
ridiculous.
sense though.
No, it makes no sense at all.
Why?
Why? What do you mean? Why?
They didn't have that many black characters. I mean,
There's
like,
black people in the universe.
yeah, but it's the universe. You didn't see it in the movies. Like, this is like the movies, Star Wars movies.
You are insane. They will never make him Lando's son. They 100%.
Lando was cool. Like, why wouldn't he?
He was cool,
Like,
but they're
both
not gonna
cool.
make him his son. That's so stupid. That's ridiculous. If they did that, I would be very upset. They will not. I promise. They will
Why?
not.
She's like Luke's son.
Who? Rey?
Rey, yeah.
She could be.
Yeah, see, like, you're not upset about that.
But the thing is, there's some side characters that are black, of course. At least in the original trilogy, there's one main character that's black. And now 30 years later, we're like, oh, this dude's black. He's gotta be Lando's son. I mean, that just makes sense, right?
It lines up.
That's so
it
stupid.
does.
No, you're making me mad. It's never gonna happen. So,
Well, then why does, like, Rey get to be Luke's son?
because
This chick's white, you know? Like,
we don't know Rey's her son,
but you don't
Her
know
son?
that
his daughter.
you don't know that Finn is his son.
Right. Anything can happen. I'm just saying, they're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
If they're making a new character, they're not saying he's a new character, but he's also Lando's son.
I
They're
want
not
to see
doing that.
more of Luke too. I missed out on Luke this film.
Yeah, he'll be back. Big role in the next movie.
You know what he got?
What?
No lines. He didn't have to do anything. He just stood there
I'm aware.
in like New Zealand or something.
I think it was Ireland.
Yeah. I don't know either one.
Anyways, so yeah, it's not as exciting as I thought it would be. Your whole reaction to the
Okay.
trailer.
I was excited.
Okay, as long as you're gonna see it,
I was. I
see
will
it.
definitely see it. It
And you
looked very interesting.
you
I liked
understand, not knowing anything about it going in. You knew nothing, correct? About before you watched the trailer,
Mhm.
you just knew there's a new Star Wars movie.
it. Right.
You didn't know what it was,
No. I knew that it was Rogue One. And that's
so
it.
you knew it was an episode 8.
Yeah.
Right. So whenever you watched it, the things in the trailer made you, come to the conclusion that it was after or before episode 4.
Yeah.
The Death Star.
Yeah, because of the Death
Mon
Star and
Mothma, who
the-
you didn't know when we watched it.
I knew of
It
her.
went right past that moment, and I swear, everybody on the internet who is a Star Wars fan, I watched a bunch of reactions to this, and every time the Mon Mothma popped up, everyone's like, "Oh my, do you see that? That's Mon Mothma." But whenever you saw it, it went right past, and you're just like, nothing. And I was like, "You know what that is?" You're like, "No."
Yeah.
Alright, we'll get to it. Yeah, but so, anyways, next topic: Ewan McGregor returning to Star Wars. Again, first time we recorded this, you had no clue who that was.
Mm-mm.
But Obi-Wan Kenobi. He played Obi-Wan Kenobi in the prequels.
Okay, I'm glad you reminded me because I forgot.
Oh,
So,
So he was asked, I think by Collider.com, I don't know who, but he was asked if he'd ever return as Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he said, "I'm not sure I'm at liberty to say really, but I'm very interested in doing that. That would be great. Maybe there's even a trilogy."
very interested in seeing young Anakin.
Yeah, are you doing an impersonation?
That's what he is. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's what he sounds like. He's
So
got the-
from his answer, it's pretty much they're looking at doing an Obi-Wan movie, right? You can pretty much say that because he says, "I'm not at liberty to say." We went through this last podcast we tried to do, but if he says, "I'm not at liberty to say," it means he's had talks to play Obi-Wan again, right?
Obi-Wan's awesome.
He is awesome. Yeah, he's great.
I wish
So-
he didn't die. That's really disappointing to me that he died.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. Yeah, he did die. Episode 4.
Yep, it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Which was
He said-
stupid.
Really? I liked it. It was good.
You like that he died?
Yeah. you got to push Luke forward. You know, he
Yeah,
has no motivation if he just if Obi-Wan.
Well, Daddy's a bad guy. That's the motivation. Stop Dad.
Whatever. Anyways, I'm glad he died. It was cool, especially when like he wasn't there, like his body wasn't there.
Yeah.
Vader was like, "What the heck? Where'd he go?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but so hopefully he comes back. I'm sure he will. I mean, he was great at even the most diehard hater of the prequels will say Obi-Wan was probably their favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was so good. He was really good as him. So hopefully he comes back, and hopefully there's even a trilogy. I hope so.
Obi-Wan trilogy. That'd be awesome.
It would be cool. Let's
But
move
we already
into
got that
what?
in 1 through 3.
That's not really Obi-Wan trilogy.
Well, it was kind of.
He's not the main
Obi-Wan,
character.
but it kind of circled around him. Like without him, you didn't really have a story.
I mean, he was, integral part of the prequels, but it wasn't his story. It was more Anakin's story of the turn to Darth Vader.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to see one of just him on Tatooine, either watching after Luke or going on a separate mission real quick on, going on a little vacation. Maybe Darth Maul comes back. I mentioned that last time. But, and you weren't aware he comes back. You watched a little bit of the Clone Wars.
No,
when
like
you were a
I
kid.
knew that, like in the Clone Wars he came back, but also in the Clone Wars, Anakin's a good guy the whole time. So
Well, this is before Episode 3. The Clone Wars is.
really,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Then how is he? How is he like not angry or anything? Like, because even in 2,
Did you watch all the Clone Wars?
Yeah, even in 2,
All
you
of them?
saw him.
All seasons of it? There's like 6 seasons.
I saw most of it.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I haven't seen it all, but I'm trying to catch up. I'm on season 2 right now, so I haven't caught up. But I'm pretty sure he has some dark moments, like kind of a dark moment. He's not fully dark, obviously, because he can't be. Episode 3, he's not even fully dark until halfway through the movie, so he can't really go fully dark in the Clone Wars. He can it can be hints at it, but so I don't know. Hopefully, I'll catch up to the Clone Wars soon, so I'm caught up. Don't look stupid.
Cool. She was cool.
Who?
Ahsoka.
Yeah, she's in Rebels now.
What?
Yeah, you knew that. Don't lie. Don't try to react for the podcast.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you knew that. You knew she was back.
I mean,
Don't lie. Don't lie.
You always. Why do you say that?
Because you're trying to. Because I can tell you're lying.
Not.
I'm sorry. I'll edit this out.
Okay.
Just joking. I'm not gonna edit it out because I called you out for being a liar.
I did not lie. I'm not lying.
It's all good. It's all good. So she's back. She's back in Rebels.
That's cool. Even though I apparently already knew she was in it.
You really didn't know?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
Okay. That's cool.
I didn't know.
Okay. So let's move on to sports. Let's talk some sports.
That's right. That's me.
You want me to react to the video again?
Totally.
So what happens is, last time we recorded, he showed me the clip of the national championship game that who won? I don't remember.
North Carolina versus Villanova.
Right.
North Carolina was the light blue team. Villanova was the team that was like navy blue.
Right. And Villanova won, right?
Yeah, that last second shot.
Right, because North Carolina shot it, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then, like, they had 4 seconds left, and I was like, oh, they're about to go in overtime. And then he made some other guy made a shot.
Made it. It was crazy. Like,
insane.
That was one of my favorite national championship games of all time.
One of the
one
best.
of my favorites, but my favorites have to be all 3 Louisville's titles.
Of course, very biased.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. So yeah, cool game. I didn't watch it, but you're the sports guy. I don't know.
You should have watched it. It was amazing.
Hmm.
You missed out on the fact that Villanova hasn't won anything, and they've been in this like bracket forever. They always get in the bracket, but they never win it ever. So this was like the first time they really had a chance to, and they did well. So, and the fact that their coach actually got offered to the NBA.
Right, you were telling me about that.
Yeah. Because like he will never be more popular unless he wins another.
Now.
Yeah, unless he wins another like championship.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if he went to the NBA right now, he'd make a lot more money. But he still makes a ton of money at Villanova, so it's not going to matter about that to him. I don't think.
So he's not going. You said
he denied it.
that's good. So. I'm sure that all the Villanova fans are very happy with that.
Yeah, that would be.
Didn't like Louisville's coach go to the NBA or NFL and people got mad about it?
He went to UK, and from UK he went to
Who are
the
we talking about now?
NBA.
Which guy?
Rick Pitino.
Okay. And that's
He was at UK. Then he went to.
Is that basketball?
Yeah.
Okay.
He won a championship at UK.
Right.
Then went to the Celtics.
Okay.
And then he came over to. He didn't do so well with them, and then he went to the University of Louisville.
Now, when you say UK, are you talking about University of Kentucky? Or,
Yes.
Okay, because you made it sound like he went overseas to the UK.
No.
That's going to be confusing on our podcast because we're from Louisville, and so we just say UK. I'm sure a lot of people in the country don't say UK; they say University of Kentucky or just Kentucky. So if you hear us say UK and we're like, yeah, UK sucks, I hate UK, because you're a U of L fan.
Yeah.
And you hate UK.
Yeah.
We are not talking about overseas UK.
Yeah.
So if there's anybody listening, is like, what? They don't like it, you know.
You don't know it.
Don't hate us for that. That's UK.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's move on because we have exhausted the national championship game.
Okay, it was awesome. Anyways,
Next up,
the NBA.
NBA playoffs coming up.
The NBA just has a lot of teams have actually. I think most all of them have locked in their playoff spot. Like they for sure have one. So I think it'll be very interesting to see this year's playoffs, especially with my Celtics, because they are one of the most biggest X factors in the whole thing. Like you have no clue what they're gonna do.
Are you saying that unbiasedly? Are they really that big of an X factor?
Yeah, they really are. Cause like the other night they beat the Golden State Warriors, which is the best team in the freaking.
You explained that to me last.
Yeah, they beat Steph Curry and the Warriors, but they lost to like Portland Trailblazers. So.
You just went. What game did you watch that you drove up there and? What game?
We saw them play the Pelicans.
Did they win?
Yeah,
they did.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Right.
So, yeah.
So playoffs are coming up. Big deal in NBA news, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
a
really
yearly
big.
thing.
Yeah.
Where everybody gets drafted.
It's
right?
pretty much the summer.
The whole.
Well, they get drafted after.
Sure.
Like June 23rd, I think is when it said.
Right.
Is the playoff whenever the actual draft is, and then the NBA actual playoffs will be over. So, anyways, a lot of people are saying it's either going to be the Spurs or the Warriors. The Cavs might have a chance at it too with LeBron and all that, but I don't think they have enough.
So the big contenders are. I forgot already. Cavs.
The Warriors. Everybody thinks the Warriors.
Curry dude.
Yeah,
right.
Steph Curry.
Okay, and then who's the other people?
The Spurs.
Spurs. Who's on?
Marcus Aldridge.
I don't know that.
Kawhi Leonard.
I don't know that.
Manu Ginobili.
Oh.
Tony Parker.
No.
Okay, I just wondered.
So
Tim Duncan, maybe.
I've heard of him. Yeah.
Tim Duncan? You've heard Tim Duncan?
Yeah.
From Wake Forest.
Sure.
Okay. Anyways, he went to the Spurs.
Uh-huh.
Okay. He
still
team
plays there.
Yeah, he's very old, like for
Right.
an NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
So he's thinking about retirement. He's playing there, and who did I say? The Warriors, the Cavs, and the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that who I said? Okay, yeah, those are the three that everybody's thinking of right now that could win it.
Could win it.
But
who's your money on?
I've always said the Warriors, just because nobody they can lose a game easily, but you know, there's no way you can stop them for 4 games. So
Gotcha.
they're gonna win the majority of the time. So, but I really want to see my Celtics play. I want to see them come out strong. Right. Toronto Raptors too. You gotta watch out for them.
Sure.
I
guess.
Yeah.
If you say so. Yeah. So that's it. NBA playoffs, cool stuff.
Yeah.
You have to keep me updated on what's going on because I'm not gonna watch any of it.
Why not?
It's too much.
It's too much
games.
It's too many games.
No.
It'll be fun.
No. You just that's why I have this podcast. You keep me updated on week to week sports crap, and I'll keep you up to date on beautiful Star Wars news.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Is that all you want to say about that?
Yeah. I'm good.
All right. Let's move to email questions. We got one. We have answered this, and we botched it.
Yeah, bad. We
so hopefully
destroyed it.
this time we'll answer it better.
Yeah.
We went off on a tangent and somehow ended up watching a Geico commercial. Oh, man. All right, so you can email us at forcesportspod@gmail.com. This week, got an email from Johnny Grasso, who, as I said on the last time, that he is a big Star Wars guy. But he also loves sports. So, hey.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me pull up his email real quick.
Okay.
Johnny Grasso says, I'm a varsity baseball coach, a big New York Yankee fan, and of course a huge Star Wars fan. What are some similarities between the two in your eyes? What has drawn me to them so passionately? So, Rob, come from the world of sports, and you also kind of like Star Wars. What is similar between the two? Why do you like both of them?
Well, he talked about the Yankees, so the most successful baseball team of all time.
Sure.
And he also talked about Star Wars, so I think that you can mesh both of them by I grew up loving sports and everything. So
did you watch Star Wars as a kid?
Yeah, I watched a lot of Star Wars.
What drew you to sports? Is it because you could play them and watch them? Is it kind of the same thing? Because a lot of things that drew me to Star Wars was the movies were good, but then they also had these toys I could play with when I'm not watching the movie. I had this lightsaber, like I told you before. I used to go out and hit the tree and act like I was fighting a Sith, as a Jedi. And then I'd go over and I had a basketball goal in my driveway and I'd play some basketball. And then I'd go back over and play some lightsabers,
Yeah.
So it's like you could watch it and enjoy it. And then whenever you weren't watching it, you could also play it. So it was almost like it made up your whole childhood. Like anytime you weren't playing sports, you were watching them.
Yeah.
Anytime you were not watching Star Wars, you were playing with action figures, lightsabers, anything.
Like I played basketball all the time when I was little with my dad.
Right.
And we went to all these games and we watched all kinds of games on TV and stuff together. And I could have cared less about it when I was real little, but then as I got older, I ended up really picking teams that I really liked and stuff, and was big fans of. So, yeah, I was really excited about that. It was really awesome to see.
Both have big fandoms. If you're a UofL fan, I'm sure it's a big fandom. You can talk with your friends about it.
Oh yeah, we all have our opinions. I have friends that are UK fans, and I have friends that are UofL fans.
University of Kentucky.
University of Kentucky. Yeah.
Sorry.
U of K, not UK.
Just Kentucky.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But
you talk to them about sports and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have friends growing up that like Star Wars too? That you talked about it with, or not really?
I mean, yeah, I did. But it was.
You talk about sports more with them, probably.
Yeah, my dad loved Star Wars. He's the one that really got me into it. He talked about it a good amount, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So I ended up watching all of them, and I was I kind of I was bored with it, but I wouldn't admit it. But then all of a sudden, I got really interested into it. I don't something. I don't know. It just clicked with me. I just really liked it all of a sudden, and it was fun.
And you loved the Force Awakens. You said it, at the time when I talked to you. You said it was your favorite Star Wars movie.
I didn't say it was my favorite. I said it's equal with my favorite, which my favorite Star Wars movie is Episode 6.
Episode 6?
Because, I just like Luke a lot in that and everything, but it's equal because it's a really, really good movie. I couldn't stop talking about it when I saw it. I was like, oh my goodness, this is insane. Best movie of the year, Loved it.
Cool. So, Star Wars is fun, sports is fun to play.
Yeah.
You could act out things. This is probably a little embarrassing, but when I was a kid, I used to play in the driveway. I used to play basketball, and I would sit there and be like, "It's very embarrassing." I used to be like,
"Say it."
I'd sit at the foul line. I'd be like, I'd narrate like I was a narrator. I'd narrate my games. I'd be like, Josiah Ward, up to if he makes this, they will tie the game. And I would sink in. I'd be like, and the crowd goes crazy.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, I don't know whoever throws the ball in. Oh, Josiah intercepts it, and he dunks it, and then And I used to, you'd act out stuff like that if you wanted to look stupid in your driveway, like I did probably. You could do that.
I did that all the time. Yeah.
So you could do the same thing with Star Wars.
Yeah,
Play some lightsabers, dressed up like a Jedi.
I think everybody's done that.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
So, thanks for the email, Johnny Grosso. Hopefully you email again. If not, it's all good. Still love you. Great guy. He's on Twitter, actually, at Johnny_Grosso14. He's a great guy. I always talk Star Wars with him. So, yep.
There you go.
Let's move on. Our final topic of the week, every week, will be just a random topic of the week. So, if we want to talk...
We should have one.
What?
We should have one for this.
No, we'll do it next week. Because we did the first podcast and it was an hour long. This is already 30 minutes long. I'm about done talking. And I'm starving and my wife's cooking dinner.
And she's laughing downstairs.
I know,
right
she's
now.
watching a video or something. So, basically, this is the segment where we get to talk about anything. So, it could be a movie we just saw, a TV show we like, book, comic, video game, anything. Really, anything. Nothing's off limits except for, like, politics and religion I don't want to get into. But I was going to bring up Walking Dead season 6 finale. We were going to talk about that. But you were on kind of a vacation for the past week, and you didn't see it. So we'll get into that next week.
Yeah.
And then eventually maybe we'll talk about Batman v Superman, which you
saw
called me
last
to
night.
see last night at about 11 o'clock, and I was asleep. And luckily I had my, do not disturb on, so it didn't ring.
Yeah.
But I saw that this morning. I was like, did he get in a car crash? I mean, why would he call me at 11 o'clock at night? But, yeah, so you went and saw that. So maybe we'll talk about that next week.
Gotcha.
Maybe we'll talk about Walking Dead, too. If we probably won't have any emails next week, so we'll just talk about random topics. So anyways, that's it for today's podcast. How do we end it? I don't remember. Should we just say...
Oh, yeah, it was, and may the sports be with you.
Okay, so that's it for this week's episode, and may the sports be with you.
May the sports.
And may the sports be with you. We'll see you next week.